Hey, what's up you guys, it's Ruthie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 2 of Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics or foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. When I figured that enough time had passed for everyone to have left school, I flopped my hair back over my forehead and then left the bathroom, hurrying to the doors that led to the student parking lot. Everything seemed all clear. There was just some random kid cutting across the far end of the lot, keeping his pants from falling down as he walked, was taking all his concentration. He wouldn't even notice me. I gritted my teeth against the throbbing pain in my head and bolted out the door, heading straight for my little bug. The moment I stepped outside, the sun began to batter me. It wasn't a particularly sunny day. There were plenty of those big puffy clouds that looked so pretty in pictures floating around in the sky, semi-blocking the sun, but that didn't matter. I had to squint my eyes painfully and hold my hand up as a make-believe sunblock against even the intermediate light. I guess it was because I was focusing so hard on the pain the ordinary sunlight was causing me that I didn't notice the truck until it squealed to a stop in front of me. Hey, Zoe, didn't you get my message? Oh, crap. It was Heath. I glanced up, looking at him from between my fingers like I was watching one of those scary slasher movies. He was sitting on the open tailgate of his friend Dustin's pickup truck. Over his shoulder, I could see into the cab of the truck where Dustin and his brother Drew were doing what they were usually doing, wrestling around and arguing over God only knows what ridiculous boy thing. Thankfully, they were ignoring me. I glanced back at Heath and sighed. He had a beer in his hand and a goofy grin on his face, momentarily forgetting that I'd just been marked and was destined to become an outcast blood-sucking monster. I scowled at Heath. You're drinking at school? Are you crazy? His little boy grin got bigger. Yes, I am crazy. About you, baby. I shook my head while I turned my back to him, opening the creaky door to my bug and shoving my books and backpack into the passenger seat. Why aren't you guys at football practice? I said, still keeping my face angled away from him. Didn't you hear? We got the day off because of the ass-kicking we gave Union on Friday. Dustin and Drew, who must have been kind of paying attention to Heath and me after all, did a couple of very okay woo-hoos and yells from inside the truck. No, I must have missed the announcement. I've been busy today. Big geometry test tomorrow. I tried to sound normal and nonchalant, then I coughed and added, plus I'm getting a crappy cold. Zoe, really? Are you pissed or something? Like, did Kayla say some shit about the party? I didn't really cheat on you? Huh? Kayla had not said one solitary word about Heath cheating on me. Like a moron, I forgot. Okay, temporarily, about my new mark. My head snapped around so I could glare at him. What did you do, Heath? Zoe, me? I wouldn't, but his innocent act and his excuses faded into an open-mouthed look of shock when he caught sight of my mark with the, he started to say, but I cut him off. Shh! I jerked my head in the direction of the still clueless Dustin and Drew, who were now singing to the top of their totally tone-deaf lungs to the latest Toby Keith CD. Heath's eyes were still wide and shocked, but he lowered his voice. Is that some kind of makeup thing you're doing for drama class? No, I whispered. It's not. But you can't be marked. We're going out. We are not going out. And just like that semi-reprieve from coughing ending, I practically doubled over, hacking a seriously nasty phlegm cough. Hey, Zoe, Dustin called from the cab. You gotta lay off those cigarettes. Yeah, you sound like you're gonna cough up a lung or something, Drew said. Dude, leave her alone. She don't smoke. She's a vampire. Great, wonderful, Heath, with his usual total and complete lack of anything resembling good sense, thought he was actually standing up for me as he yelled at his friends, who instantly stuck their heads out of the open windows and gawked at me like I was a science experiment. Well, shit, Zoe's a fucking freak, Drew said. Drew's insensitive words made the anger that had been simmering somewhere inside my chest ever since Kayla had cringed from the bubble up and boil over. Ignoring the pain in the sun caused me, I stared straight at Drew, meeting his eyes. Shut the hell up. I've had a really bad day and I do not need this crap from you. I paused to look from the now wide-eyed, silent Drew to Dustin and added, or you. As I kept eye contact with Dustin, I realized something that shocked and weirdly excited me. Dustin looked scared, really scared. I glared back at Drew. He looked scared too. Then I felt it, a tingling sensation that crawled over my skin and made my new mark burn. Power. I felt power. Zoe, what the fuck? Heath's voice broke my attention, pulled my gaze from the brothers. We're out of here, Dustin said, throwing the truck into gear and stepping on the gas. The pickup lurched forward, causing Heath to lose his balance and slide with a windmill of arms and flying beer onto the black top of the parking lot. Automatically, I rushed forward. Are you okay? Heath was on his hands and knees, and I bent down to pull him up to his feet. Then I smelled it. Something smelled amazing, hot and sweet and delicious. Was Heath wearing new cologne? One of those weird pheromone things that are supposed to attract women like a big genetically engineered bug zapper. I didn't realize how close I was to him until he stood straight up and our bodies were almost pressed together. He looked down at me, a question in his eyes. I didn't back away from him. I should have. I would have before, but now, not today. Zoe, he said softly, his voice deep and husky, you smell really good. I couldn't stop myself from saying. My heart was pounding so loud that I could hear it echo in my throbbing temples. Zoe, I've really missed you. We need to get back together. You know I love you. He reached up to touch my face, and both of us noticed the blood that smeared the palm of his hand. Oh shit, I guess His voice closed off when he glanced at my face. I could only imagine what I must look like with my face all white, my new mark blazingly outlined in sapphire blue, and my eyes staring at the blood on his hand. I couldn't move. I couldn't look away. I whispered. I want. What did I want? I couldn't put it into words. No, that wasn't it. I wouldn't put it into words, wouldn't say aloud the overwhelming surge of desire that was trying to drown me, and it wasn't because Heath was standing so near. He'd been close to me before. Hell, we'd been making out for a year, but he never made me feel like this, nothing like this. I bit my lip and moaned. The pickup truck squealed to a halt, fish-tailing beside us. Drew jumped out and grabbed Heath around the waist and jerked him backward into the cab of the truck. Knock it off. I'm talking to Zoe. Heath tried to struggle against Drew, but the kid was Broken Arrow's senior linebacker. A truly ginormous Dustin reached around them and slammed the door to the truck. Leave him alone, you freak, Drew yelled at me as Dustin floored the truck, and this time they really did speed off. I got into my bug. My hands were shaking so hard I had to try 3 times before I got the engine started. Just get home, I said, the words over and over between wrenching coughs as I drove. I wouldn't think about what just happened. I couldn't think about what had just happened. The drive home only took 15 minutes, but it seemed to pass in the blink of an eye. Too soon I was sitting in the driveway trying to get ready for the scene I knew was lightning. I knew, sure as lightning follows thunder, was waiting inside for me. God. Okay, I'm going to make a part 2 to this, so I'll see you in part 2. Bye.